Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and for my video today I'm really excited because I'm doing a video that I haven't done in quite a while, which is a collection. So I have a lot of designer items, but the biggest portion of my designer collection by far happens to be Louis Vuitton because I really love Louis Vuitton. So I decided to do my entire Louis Vuitton collection in this video. So I'm going to get right into it with the smaller items and then I'll go to the purses from there. The collection itself is not the largest in the world. It's not the largest you're ever going to see, but it is a little bit eclectic and it kind of goes into a couple different categories, and I'll explain it all as we go through everything. So let's get started. Okay, the first item that I have is my one and only bandeau. I bought it this spring, and as you can see, it is this beautiful shades of gray and pink and purple. So on one side it has the monogram detail and flowers, and on the other side there is a kind of a detail with the Eiffel Tower on it, and there are trees and flowers and birds, and then on this side there is a representation of the Eiffel Tower made out of the trunks, Louis Vuitton trunks. So this is pretty typical of most of the bandeaus. They're very stylized and beautiful, and they are all silk. And the bandeaus themselves are primarily just, scarves. So you can use them as a necktie, you can use them as a belt, or in my case anyway, I use mine to decorate my handbags. So I know some people do like to wrap the handles of their handbags, especially if you have a vachetta handbag. I don't do that typically with mine because I prefer to just tie it in a bow and decorate my handbag that way. So it would just look, well, this is a little bit sloppy, but you can see the idea here. It looks a little bit something like that. So just to decorate the handle of the bag a little bit, give it a little bit of extra color and a little bit extra style. And that's what I like these bandeaus for. That's a really messy bow. I'm not very creative, sorry about that. Anyway, I have this one and only, and I do like it, but I haven't been able to use it as much as I had expected, primarily because the weather's been really bad. It's been very wet and rainy. So when I got it in like February or March, it really did not stop raining for months, until maybe the middle of July. We finally had some nice weather in July, but I don't want to wear this in the rain or take it out in the rain because it will get spotted up with rain. So I haven't used it as much as I had hoped. However, it is still very pretty and I do still like it. And there are a lot of different versions of these. You can get them in any colorway, any color combination that you like, and they're reasonably priced. I mean, for a Louis Vuitton item, I think they're about $180 and up for something a little bit larger. But overall, I do like my little bandeau, and it's not going anywhere. All right, my next category is going to be my SLGs. I have 3 SLGs, and I'll start with the oldest one. This is my Sarah wallet that I have in the monogram vernis. It is the palm color, which is a beautiful bright red. Now this is a really functional and great wallet for holding everything you could desire. It's got lots of card slots. It has lots of open slots. There's a zipper pocket. There's more card slots back here, another pocket back there. And there's not anything that you can't fit in this wallet, really. It was very, very functional, very useful, and I did love using it. I bought it specifically to go in a black bag because I was having a hard time finding my wallet inside the black interior of the black bag. And so I thought, oh, I'll get a bright red wallet. It'll be easy to find. And it was, although I didn't think about it at the time, that it was going to get color transfer on it because it is the patent leather. So you could probably see right here is where the leather itself has gotten discolored because of the color transfer, where here, where the flap covers it, you can see the original color of the wallet, which is a beautiful bright apple red. And so that is really disappointing to me, the fact that it got so discolored from the color transfer. Also, there's a lot of peeling and cracking on the surface of the patent leather, and so it really didn't wear very well for me at all. So I was quite disappointed in that. Now, I don't know, is it Louis Vuitton's fault or my own? I tend to take full responsibility for that because I didn't realize that it was going to get color transfer on it. In the future, if I bought anything like this, I would definitely protect it and also not use it in something dark like a black bag with a black suede interior. But lesson learned. Now I know better. I have it kind of put away for right now because I've been downsizing with my SLGs, and that is why this one is packed, because I'm actually using this right now. So this is my Victorine. You can see it is in the damier ben. It's got the red interior, nice little button there. Opens up very easily. There are 6 card slots that go vertically, so here and here. And then there's some additional pockets where you can put more cards right there. And the bill pocket opens up nice and wide, so you can fit a lot of money in there if you have it. And then there is a coin pocket as well. This is my biggest complaint about this wallet, is that the coin pocket doesn't open up very much. So it's quite stiff because it is a newer wallet, and I have a really hard time trying to get in there and get my coins out and see what's in there. So that is my only complaint with this wallet. Coin purse is a little tight and a little bit difficult to get into, but other than that, I do like the function of it. I like how durable it is. It has been softening up, and it's just so compact, yet at the same time it fits a lot of things that I really have been enjoying it. And needless to say, I love the damier ben, and I don't think that this is ever going to give me any trouble as far as wear and tear, unlike the vernis, which we've already talked about. Okay, and then my last SLG, but my absolute favorite, is my 6-key ring, and I adore this thing. So prior to having this, I could not imagine why anybody would want one. To me, it was just another gadget to have. It's not a gadget, believe me, it's a life or death kind of thing. I love, love, love this thing. So again, I got it in the damier ben. This one, it has the pink interior and the pink button right there. It's got 6 rings for your keys. You can see that a large key fob fits quite easily on there, and you can put other keys as well. And then there is also a pocket behind here, so if you wanted to carry your ID or a card with you, you can easily do that. So it folds up into this nice little compact package right here, and your keys are always nice and neat and tidy. I have a car that has the smart key, which means I don't have to actually get my keys out of my purse in order to open my car. So as long as it's sitting inside my purse, my car door opens up, and I just love this thing. I think it is the best thing that they've ever invented. I will never get rid of it, and I adore it. So I can highly, highly recommend this. If you're wondering what all the hype is about, definitely check it out. Now, I do have dedicated videos to each and every one of these items that I am going over, so if you want more information, check them out on my channel, but I'm just going quickly through all of the various items that I have to make this video so that it's not, 25 minutes long. Okay, moving into my handbags now. My very first handbag that I ever got from Louis Vuitton was my Speedy. As you can see, it is in the Épée Noire leather. It is a 25 size. I got it in 2001. It is 17 plus years old because I got it at the very end. Like, I think I bought it on December 31st of 2001. So it's not really 18 years old yet, but I think it looks fabulous for its age and for how much I have actually used it. It's amazing. So it is a black hole, but I do have a organizer in there, and that makes it a little bit easier. It has one pocket on the side, and it also has a little D-ring on this side if you wanted to clip something like a pochette or keys or something like that right there. There is an exterior pocket as well, which is practically useless. You really can't fit much in there except maybe like a movie ticket or something. It does have a lock, and the keys are inside. I don't lock it. I've never locked my handbag. I'm not going to start now. Too much trouble. But anyway, this is a fabulous bag, and I bought it specifically not because I wanted a Speedy, but because I wanted a bag in the Épée Noire. I've never regretted this for a minute. It's been a fabulous purchase for me, and as you can see, 17 years plus, and it still looks fabulous. It's a classic, and I would highly recommend, if you're going to get one and one only bag of Louis Vuitton, make it the Speedy, because it's the bomb. I love it. Okay, my next one, I think the next Speedy, or not the next Speedy, the next bag that I bought was this one right here, which is my Tivoli. So this is the Tivoli in the PM size, and this was a popular style in the MM, which had adjustable straps, and it was bigger and longer. And you could see a lot of those on the pre-owned sites, the Tivoli MM, but this is the PM. I got the smaller one. I thought it looked prettier. I just like the look of it better, and I was trying to downsize because I had an enormous bag and I was sick of it, so I wanted something a little bit smaller. But I was particularly struck by the beauty of this bag. It has the pleating here, it has the pleating on the side, it has the curved top, it has the beautiful little chain hanging down from the zipper. The straps are long enough and it opens up nice and wide. So it does open up much wider than the Speedy does, so you can get in there more easily. It does have a canvas interior in brown. It's got a pocket there and another pocket right there. This is like one of those old-fashioned cell phone pockets right there. But overall, even though it is similar in size to the Speedy, it does hold less, and you can see clearly why, because the sides of this Speedy go up about 2 inches higher. And when you take into consideration this curve of the zipper here, it is actually cutting out some of the storage area, so you cannot fit as much in this bag as you could in the Speedy. It is one of those bags where you really have to place things in there carefully if you're stuffing it with things. I have downsized though a little bit, so I have been able to use it a little bit more easily. It also has really pretty feet on the bottom, and I think it's just one of the prettiest bags in my collection, the cutest by far. I absolutely love this, and I'm not doing anything with it. I'm going to keep it. A couple people have expressed interest in buying this because it is on the rare side, but for right now I think I'm going to keep it because I just love it so much, and it's kind of unique because not too many people actually have this one. Okay, the next bag that I bought was the infamous Neverfall. I intended to use this as a handbag. It didn't work out for me. However, it is the best tote, and this is my workhorse. I take this to work every single day. I throw everything in it. It never gives me a moment's trouble. I don't worry about it scratching. I don't worry about it getting dirty. And I do absolutely love it. Now mine is a little bit older, as you can tell by the lining. It has those flowers in there rather than the newer version, which does not have the flowers, and also the font on the pocket that says Louis Vuitton. The newer ones is more of a block lettering, where this is more of a script lettering, so that will date the bag for sure. It did not come with a pochette like they have now, so that is the one thing that's sort of missing from it, is a pochette. I could buy one if I wanted to. There is certainly a ring for it on the side here. And of course, it does close somewhat, you know, it will hold together with the little clip there. It didn't work for me as a handbag. Again, you can see the dedicated video on that as to why it didn't work for me for a handbag, but it is the greatest tote. I love it, and I will never get rid of this thing. I absolutely love it. I can't part with it. I love my Neverfall. Okay, the next bag that I bought, I believe, was this one right here. So this is my Cytidine, which is in the empreinte leather. And for those of you who know Louis Vuitton, you know that the leathers typically cost more than the canvas, and the empreinte is one of those more high-end leathers. So this was a real indulgence for me. I thought it was beautiful. I love the color of it. Now, I did shop it in a couple different colors, like orange and purple. I think I was actually thinking of. There was a beautiful red too, but ultimately I ended up with this because I thought it would go with everything. So it's sort of a taupey color. It's not quite brown. It's not quite gray. And for me, this worked perfectly. It is a shoulder bag, and you can see that the shoulder straps have a nice drop to them. You have no problem getting it over your arm. And it has a turn lock clasp right here to close it up. It has some D-rings on the front, it has some D-rings on the back, so if you wanted to decorate it with any sort of bag charm, or you needed to hang keys from it or something like that, you could do so very easily. It tapers in a little bit, so that upper part, the top of it, is a little bit wider than the bottom part of it, but the bottom is pretty secure. It does have 4 feet on it with the stitching here to reinforce it, and it has crushed a little bit because I have used this excessively, but overall, it is quite a roomy bag. There's no sorts of compartments or anything inside here to get it all messed up. It did come with a pochette also in the beautiful empreinte leather, which you could probably use as a makeup bag or something like that, which is something I have to do. I've been meaning to, but I've never gotten around to it. There is one pocket. It is also in the striped interior. This one happens to be brown, and it is a big open space, very accommodating for anything that you would want to put in there. And it is quite functional because it just goes over your shoulder like so, and you wear it like that. It doesn't go out too far. I do have it stuffed pretty heavily here, but generally when I have items in it and I'm using it, it lays really nicely on my hip. So it's a very nice bag. And the only downside with this bag is it's quite heavy bag because of the leather. So it's a little bit heavier than some of your other bags that you might use. But on the other hand, it is a shoulder bag, and I feel that shoulder bags, you can withstand the weight a little bit because you can just hold it better on your shoulder versus when you have a handbag, the weight of it a lot of times gets fatiguing. But this one is very nice as far as capacity goes, and so I don't mind the weight very much. And to be honest with you, I think now that we're getting into fall, I think I'm going to take this one out into rotation and start using it again because I kind of miss it. It is really pretty and very chic and simple, and I like it very, very much. Okay, next up, this is kind of a weirdo one. I was craving a bucket bag, and I had my name on a wish list, not a wish list, a wait list for the Menster Gabrielle bucket bag. And because I had to wait so long, I spotted this for sale on a pre-owned site, and I fell in love with it. It wasn't expensive, so I grabbed it. So this is called the Sac de Paul. It is from like 1998 or something like that. It was used or pre-owned when I got it. It opens up with this really cool belt right here, and then it's just literally a big hole. It's just a big black hole. There's no pockets of any kind. It does have this strap for a pochette, but it didn't come with the pochette. I don't know if that's the way it came or if the person who sold it to me just kept the pochette. I'm not sure. But it's very tall, but skinny, but it has this sort of triangular shape to it, which is really cool. And again, it's old, 20 plus years old, but really quite cool. And oh, it's also shoulder strap here is a little bit adjustable. There are 5 holes right here, so you can adjust it up or down if you wanted to make it a little longer. You cannot use this one as a crossbody because the strap is too short. There is a newer version on Louis Vuitton's website right now. They called it something different. They jazzed it up a little bit, but it's essentially the same design. I wish I had thought to look it up. Maybe I'll try to put it down below just to inform you of what that is. But definitely they have recycled this style and it's up and coming again, which I think is nice because I got a lot of comments on this because it's such an unusual bag. And because I love my bucket bags, I went for it. So I couldn't resist the price. And hey, I love my epi leather so much that it was a win-win for me. Okay. Next bag is this one right here. So this is my latest and greatest. This is my Graceful bag. I got this one in the MM size, which is a little bit bigger, and you can see it's quite a big bag. And it is essentially a hobo bag. So even though if you saw it in pictures, if you saw it on the website, you might think that it is more like a tote, but because of the handle, it just squishes down in the middle, and that makes it a true hobo bag. I have it in the Damier Azur, which is one of my favorite designs. However, I feel like it's very summery. I tend not to use this in the winter. We have sloppy winters. I don't want to get snow and mud and all that yucky stuff all over this. So I keep it inside and don't use it in the winter time, but I do take it out for the summertime. And it does have the rose ballerine lining inside of it, which makes it so pretty in my opinion. I have got an organizer in there right now. I've been switching out with this one and another bag that I have, so I kept the organizer in there. More than enough capacity in this bag. Really cool, really comfortable. Love the strap on this. And I have to say that the little luggage tag here, which is also a nice touch too. I had it personalized there, got my initials on there, and I'm really happy with this bag. And I don't have any plans of getting rid of this one either, although I have to say it is a much bigger bag than some other bags that you might be looking at. The PM size was what I originally wanted. However, it was sold out and I didn't want to wait, so I went with the MM size, and I'm not unhappy with it because everything fits in it and I really do like it. So that is it for my Louis Vuitton collection. So like I said, a little bit quirky. I have, a classic, I have a top handle, I have a bucket bag, I have a shoulder bag, I have a hobo, and I probably will be making room soon for another bag. I have my eye on a couple. I'm not sure what I'm going to buy. I covered all of that in my previous video last week. I was talking about how I just can't make up my mind what kind of bag I want to buy next. So that is something I have to think about. But again, if you are interested in more details on any one of these bags that I talked about, go to my channel, and all of them have been covered in depth in my other videos. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed my quick little look at my Louis Vuitton collection. And I do want to thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate everybody who has subscribed. And if you haven't already, please do so. I would really appreciate it. And I would love to have you back. And until my next video, take care.